Viewers' discretion is advised. The following content contains lifting lace and missing lashes, and some viewers may be bothered by such.
Hello babes, welcome back to another YouTube video. I know it has been quite some time since my last post, and that's because within the last week a series of things has happened. One, I got my braces removed. And two, school, I had exams and all kind of things that really got in the way, but I'm back and I'm ready to go. So let's get ready with me. Let's get into the whole braces process. I had braces for a very long time. Getting them off was definitely emotional for me, simply because I want to say that I cannot glue an attachment to my braces, and although it does sound weird, I know, like, I don't even like to admit it sometimes, it does sound weird, but it is what it is. Like, I definitely grew an attachment to them. Like, it kind of became a part of me. So like getting them removed was almost like getting rid of a part of me, which really was kind of hard for me to deal with. So the morning of my appointment, I literally woke up and I was sad. Like, I woke up and I started to cry because like I knew that day was the day. I think that day I probably cried like 3 times throughout that morning alone. Yeah, I was very emotional about it, but you know, it really and truly took a day for it to settle, and then after that was good. I kind of like, you know, started to like the new smile and everything. And what's not, I do a brighter shade under my eyebrows to kind of give it more of a highlighted shade, and then I do a deeper color on the top, more like my skin tone. Same LA Girl Pro Concealer, but this time in a shade of Chestnut. And if you want to see the color difference, I can, because I dabbed some on my hand before applying it. So that's the difference in the shades. Actually, I haven't even mastered the art of makeup, if I'm being really honest. Like, I can't even do eyeshadow. I don't do eyeshadow because I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I've never learned to. I do want to, but I do want to do like neutral, like a nice warm eyeshadow. So I just stick with the basics. I do my eyebrows, foundation, and concealer, and a little bit of contour, and that's it. Like, that's it for me. Yeah, I think that should do. And also, it is easier to do your eyebrows when they are shaped, you know, when you've gotten rid of the excess hairs. This is my primer. It is the Fenty True Matte Primer. We're gonna do some concealing, and again we're using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee, like right here. I personally love a bright under eye. If you do not, you can do a shade that is closer to your complexion, but you always want it to be a little brighter than your foundation because you want it to literally highlight that area of your face. Again, going in with the sponges. This time a different one because you obviously cannot use your foundation. If you're like me and you use a sponge to apply your foundation, you cannot use the same sponge for your concealer. You obviously have to use a different sponge. So I go and I just tap it in and I spread it along the lining of my eye, you know, like that way, if you understand what I'm saying. And I do like this, and I come back again, and I just kind of like blend it in to my face. Pat, not rub, pat. But yes. And I have really been putting off a tutorial or even like a makeup tutorial because I think other people have asked before, and I've put it off because I am not a makeup artist. I am not highly skilled or, you know, well versed in it. I can just do what I know how to do, what I'm comfortable with, and I keep it pushing. Like, I'm not, like, when people ask me to help them, like, I am very hesitant, and it's not because I don't want to, but because I don't want to mess up or do something that they don't like, and, you know, kind of be like, you know, I thought you know what you're doing. It's like, no, I know I do not my pace. And I could say, like, I give props to any makeup artist, whether professional or upcoming, like, because you cannot use the same techniques on everybody. Everybody does not have the same skin. No, you know, what might work for one person might not work for another. So, you know, I give them props. You know, for me, I just do what I know how to do, and I stick to it. I don't ever really stray from it, because if I don't like it, I tend to like get my feelings about it. But yeah. And how long have I been doing my own makeup? I learned to do, you know, the basic stuff, I think back in 2018. You know, I had an aunt who did makeup, and on her free time she would teach me and my sister how to, you know, do her own little thing, and, you know, went from there. Gotta give her props all the time. She knows who she is. But yeah, I do put under my chin and in the middle of my forehead. This piece of hair is literally irritating me. And my eye is watering. I don't know what's going on. It's been watering lately a lot. But yes, the concealer really and truly just highlights these, you know, it brings focus to like the center of your face. You know, makeup is literally just, it to me it's like art. Do what works for you, you know, and stick to it. Like, for example, I noticed like there is a new brow technique. Also, like, it gives more like a natural eyebrow look, if that makes sense. Almost like you don't even have your eyebrows like done with a pencil. It's like you can see the strokes of hair and stuff. And me, because I don't know how to do it, and I like the way that I do my own eyebrows, I wouldn't switch. But that's just me, you know. And there are things that I am willing to try. For example, you'll see in a minute, like with my concealer, I like the bright under eye look. So I have incorporated the bright under eye recently into my makeup routine. And I go about that using the, of course, LA Gold Pro Concealer. And yes, I don't use the expensive concealers because I have been with this concealer for a long time and it never fails me. And I don't put a lot of this on because it's very, very, very bright. This is in the shade medium beige, and I literally only put it on the lining of my eye on the bottom. I'm one of those persons that don't like to try new things a lot of the time, and it's a good and a bad thing, because I say that because obviously, like, somebody like me, we like to play it safe, you know, so we, you know, could get the same result or a similar result every time that we do it, or, you know, try it. And my thing is with trying new things is like, I don't want to try it and I don't like it, because if I don't like it, then I have attitude, and I don't like to have attitude. You know what I'm saying for Muslim girls? You're not yourself when you're hungry. That's me too, but I'm not myself when I have attitude. So to avoid it, I just stick with what I know so that I can have a result that I'm happy with. But there are some times when I do see things and I like them, or I like how they look, I would definitely try them. So the bright under eye is definitely one of them that I recently started, and you know, it's something that I had to try to adapt to, because obviously you don't want to use too much and then you go walking like a ghost. So I put a little bit by in my eye and then I blend it into the concealer that was obviously there before. Me, like, any advice I would give anybody when it comes to makeup is do what you like and what you feel comfortable doing. Don't allow people to steer you away from it, because it's on your face and it has to be to your liking. So yeah, it just gives you like a, honestly, like, for those of you who are kind of skeptical, once your makeup oxidizes, it really comes together nicely, but you know, you don't have to if you don't like it. So now I am going to move to my contour stick. Please excuse how my products look, and that's because I did my makeup recently the other day and I was literally rushing, so I had to literally throw all my stuff in a bag with some things open and some things kind of spill, and you know, but I'm gonna get to it eventually. Oh, I am using my Fenty contour stick in the shade Espresso. When I do contour, I contour right here, the perimeters of my face, and then also on the jawline area of my face, to kind of like bring it out a little bit. I don't really have a strong jawline, so this kind of helps to kind of give that look like I do. So with my contour, I just try to blend it in as much as possible. Again, I'm not pro at this, so I'll be winging it a lot of the times. Next, I am using first, before I do that though, I am going to just blend out the corners of my eyes, because from the concealer it does leave like a sharp line, and I just like use this brush that I use to apply my foundation over my eyelids to blend it out. I just kind of like, I want to like tap and, you know, spread, just to get rid of the line, because you don't want a harsh line. But now we are moving on to my setting powder, and I use the Revolution makeup, Revolution London, the luxury baking powder in the shade Terracotta. But I use it. I've had it for a long time, a very long time. So I just take this brush, dip it in it, blow it out, kind of like get some of the excess powder away, and just kind of, you know, dab it on my face. And yeah, that does the trick for me. That does the trick. Just dab it on, and it sets it. I dab it mainly in the center areas of my face where I had concealer. And I know you're probably wondering, you know, like, I did the contour thing and I didn't contour my nose. I don't know how to contour my nose, so I don't do it. Anything that I don't know how to do, I just don't do it. I go without, because I don't know how to do it. Yeah. So this is how it looks. so far. I'm not finished, but yeah, do this. Anywhere that I really have concealer, that's where I really does the trick all the time. So the next question, how do you handle stress? Honey, I don't handle stress. Stress handles me. I found that recently I've been having a hard time dealing with stress. Like when I'm under stressful situations, I don't handle them in the best way that I could, and I know, you know, like I should. But I do want to improve that because it is not the approach that I take. Sometimes is not the best approach. A lot of the times I don't eat, or I don't eat as often as I usually do. And please don't get us confused. It's not stress over relationships or stress, you know. But when, you know, like life, more like life related situations where stress does come into play, you know, I don't. But yeah, I don't handle stress. Stress handles me, unfortunately. So I was supposed to be lining my eyes, but I cannot find my eyeliner, so we're gonna have to just skip that part. Sorry. Something I usually do too that I forgot to do is I use the Fenty Trophy Wife highlighter. I don't put it on my face. I do put it on my face. What the hell? It mesh up. But I do put it on the arches of my eyebrows. You can use the I forget what these are called, but these are for your eyebrows. I don't use it for my eyebrows. I use one of the flat like for my eyebrows. I use something like this for my eyebrows, but you could also use these for your eyebrows, but I don't. You're gonna dab it a little bit, and then you're gonna put it right on the arch. That's how I do it there all the time. And it kind of just, you know, highlights that area. You know, it's not something that you have to do. If you don't want to do it, that is okay, but I do like the look that it gives, so I put a little bit there all the time, or most times when I remember, because sometimes I do forget. Yeah, just like that. The next question, how do you know when it's time to leave a toxic relationship? I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, but I've had my fair share of not knowing when to leave, and it isn't really a matter of like people telling you to leave. Actually, before I start, or before I get into it, I'm gonna put my lashes because this takes serious concentration. I'll probably take off and put my lashes like 3-4 times if I actually get onto how I like it. So 1 second. It was recording the whole time. Okay, but what you're seeing now is I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. I use the Duo brush on adhesive with vitamins in the, I guess, dark black. It comes on black. And I put it on the lash line, and I also put it on my lash line, I guess just for extra hold. Yeah, I didn't know it was recording, my bad. So I'm just gonna wait for it to get tacky, and you can tell because initially it comes out like a navy blue color, and then when it gets tacky it turns black or like dark, so you could really kind of tell when it's ready. Mine kind of look like eyeliner, but I just kind of put it on in the overall. But I think it's ready, so I'm gonna put it on. I'll be back real quick. Okay, believe it or not, I got one lash on in one try. I deserve a round of applause because, honey, I just be on these lashes for times, like for times, but it's coming together really nicely. So I'm saying, I got one on, but I'm struggling with this. This is my second time trying to put it on. Okay, so I got them on. I am definitely feeling myself. I feel like lashes just pulls the whole look together, like, you know what I mean? If you want to know where I got these lashes from, I got them from Amazon. It's from this pack and it's still fresh. As you can see, I use a lot of them, but it's different styles of them. I use mainly these because these are like cat eye on this side. I'll post the link to these below in the description box if you are interested in buying a few pairs. But yes, I do feel like lashes definitely pulls the look completely together. I love me a cat eye. But yes, back to the questions. How do you know when it's time to leave a toxic relationship? As I was saying, I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I've had my fair share of not knowing when to leave a toxic relationship, and it's not, although people do be like, you know, just leave, or, you know, if they treat you like shit, you know, just leave. A lot of the times when you are in a relationship and you know, invest your time and energy into something, you're not so willing to just give up so easily, especially if it for some reason holds some kind of value to you. But I think it is definitely a difficult thing to really and truly determine and know for sure. If you find yourself questioning this, then it might be time for you to actually reevaluate the relationship, reevaluate the friendship, reevaluate, you know, and really take a lot of things into consideration. Now I am going to put mascara on my bottom lashes. So I am back after putting mascara on the bottom lashes. I don't know if you could see from here, but so before we start with the next process of my makeup routine, a next question that I had was what inspired me to start YouTube. It's very funny because I've been wanting to do YouTube for a very long time. It's like I start, you know, I get the idea and I do my research into doing it, like to start it, and then I put it off. For some reason, something kind of discourages me, or I just like kind of procrastinate and just put it off till a later time. And I kept doing it until like I finally, one day I kind of just decided, you know what, it's time to stop putting it off and just actually start doing it. I don't know, I am very much into the beauty, the makeup, the dressing up, you know, all that stuff. From the time I was like a little girl, like I've been into it. I've been wanting to channel my energy into putting it out there, but I've just been so, I want to say afraid. I don't know what I was necessarily afraid of, but I was just so afraid, and I just kept putting it off because of my fear. But I've come to the point where I'm over that fear. I'm over being afraid. I am just ready to go with it and take off with it on time. And if I could get somewhere with it, I could take it somewhere. So, you know, that's what kind of inspired me to start my YouTube and, you know, share it with you guys, share this journey with you guys. Have I ever been cheated on? And if I've ever cheated? First of all, yes, I have definitely been cheated on. Definitely been cheated on a lot of times. It's embarrassing, and those are stories for another time because I'm not able to go through them. And when I say them, but yes, I have been cheated on. Have I ever cheated? No. And I know it's kind of crazy to think about it because, you know, like some people have this, you know, do for do kind of energy. Like if you cheat on me, I'll cheat on you, or what you do to me, I do back to you. And I don't have that type of personality. I am just very much like reliant on, you know, just I'd rather just leave, like in a situation where I am putting, you know, where I'm being cheated on, like I'll just rather leave. Although that was not necessarily the straight path that I took, I definitely left that situation eventually. But yes, I have been cheated on numerous times, been done really badly, but that did not force me to step out of character or do stuff like that to other people. I just don't have it in me to do it, and you know, it's just not me. And if you do end up in a situation where you are being cheated on, yeah. So I'm going to line my lips now with the Perfect Precision liner again, but this time in the shade brown. I think the other one that I was using for my eyebrows is dark brown, and this one is just brown. Yeah. Normally I would put on red. Like, I love me a red popping lipstick. Like, I just feel like red to make me feel. But I do have red, but I don't think I care for the shade. Hold on. So it's the Maybelline New York Super Stay Matte Lipstick in the shade Dancer. I think this was given very much like an orangish tone, and I didn't like that. It was like a red orange. I don't know if you could see, but I'll put it on just for now. I mean, just for today, because like I don't want to just do a boring lip. I am one of those people who don't think that I could wear red lipstick without lining my lips. I don't know, I just personally feel like it don't fit me. So I always, if you ever notice, like I'm always lining my lips. But yeah, this is giving red orange. I wonder if I could like darken it or something. I have a pink. Oh hell no. This ain't make it no better. Let's try. Okay, so what I am using right now is a Sasha Intense Matte Lip Velvet, which is a matte lipstick in the shade, I think this is You Only Live Once, just to darken the red, because I don't like the red orange shade that it gives. I want to just darken a little bit. If I don't like the results of it, I definitely would take it off. Okay, so I think it is just about dry enough for me to start lining it. I would definitely use the darkest shade of brown or black to line. And all I do is just trace the line of my lips. I do not overline or over, like, I don't know, lipstick my lips. Like the red actually doesn't look too bad. I don't know if you could see, but like the red is just this is really and truly all that I do when it comes to doing my makeup. We can now proceed to do my hair. I don't know how I want to do it. I'm low-key thinking, should I do an updo? I kind of feeling the messy bun. I kind of feeling it. Like the hair up. Probably like a strand of hair to curl in the front. Or just, I don't know. Probably should do my edges first. So while we wait for the curling iron, because I'm gonna curl my edges first before I lay them. I definitely think I'm just gonna do a high bun, because I don't know if it's just me, but I do not have luck with these things. Like I always get boned, always. I think I might take pictures. I'm feeling very pictury. What is going on? Okay, that's more like it. Like, what the hell was going on? So my phone died, but I am back. Now when I'm doing I also have to wear a head tie, because this wig is not a 300 and what is it, a 360 wig. It's not a 360 wig, so the back of it is definitely giving weight. And because that is not cute, I always wear hair tie to black it. So I'm gonna flip over and get this bad boy up in one, and then we could proceed from there. Has anybody that's watching, have y'all ever done a 360 wig? I like the idea of them, but at the same time I don't, simply because the maintenance of a frontal already is a lot. I cannot imagine having to maintain the front and the back. How does that work for you? If you have, let me know in the bottom, because I've always wondered like how that works for other people, because I'd be struggling with just maintaining the frontal itself. Damn, my ponytail might look good too. So all I do to get this bun like up here is to just like use my clip and put it in the back. Just like tease it a bit. No. Can't post. I think this is cuter, I think. What do you think? I mean, it's giving spread of legs in a sense, but I think it's cute. Yeah, this is not working. What do we think? Yeah, no. I think it's cute. Oh, no. I think it's giving a goose. Yes, now I'm just gonna go put on something and leave those, because apparently I do have to go somewhere, so it kind of worked out. So I'll be right back. So I'm ready. I have on a cute little gold, I want to call it like a peplum in a sense, but it's like a crop pepper. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back again with you guys next week.